In Star Trek Voyager's series premiere, Captain Janeway orders the destruction of the Caretaker's array that forcibly pulled them into the Delta Quadrant, stranding her ship and crew 75 years from home. It was portrayed as a noble sacrifice to protect the pacifist Ocampa from the advancing Kazon Ogla. Her decision is hotly debated in the Trek community. Was it justified? Was it a violation of the Prime Directive? As Tuvok plainly warned. Does it even matter in the end? And lastly, was there a better way to strand Voyager? However noble it may have been, Janeway's decision to destroy the array is a clear violation of the Prime Directive, Starfleet's General Order 1, which governs interference of alien cultures. I can't accept any justification that it didn't violate the Prime Directive. Destroying the array directly interfered with the natural events that would have occurred without Voyager's presence, preventing a potential power shift from the Kazons that would have otherwise transpired. Warned of this potential violation by Tuvok, Janeway incorrectly justifies that the Prime Directive didn't apply, since they were already involved in the Ocampa-Kazon affair. Whatever involvement they had to that point wasn't by their deliberate choices and actions. They were involuntarily dropped into the situation, and could have limited their involvement only to rescuing their missing crew. While the Prime Directive can be a convenient excuse to avoid entanglement in affairs that don't directly affect the Federation, it is a completely sensible regulation to avoid unintended consequences. Even with the best intentions, the long-term effects of interfering can be disastrous, which the directive hopes to avoid. With no prior knowledge to that region of space, Janeway had no way of understanding how the consequences of her actions to destroy the array would ripple through the region. Story-wise, the whole purpose for destroying the array was as a plot device to strand Voyager in the Delta Quadrant, and making Janeway look heroic in doing so, to protect a naive species at the expense of her crew's convenience. There would have been a better way of executing the same dramatic effect, while making the self-sacrifice more honorable. What if the array's imminent destruction was known right away, before rescuing Kim and Taurus? And then it becomes a race against time. Saving the missing crew members could be at the expense of getting home. Janeway still faces the same significant decision, with a bigger moral dilemma of leaving two behind to get the rest of the crew home. There is no absolute guarantee they would have been able to fend off the Kazon long enough to activate the protocol to send them back home. Tuvok mentions it would take several hours to reactivate the program to return them to the Alpha Quadrant, and Voyager was taking a beating against the Kazon offensive,